So hi, good afternoon. It's Monday and we've got 5 minutes before our Facebook Live total beginners and beginners exercise session starts at 2:15. Just turning up early as you would do, so if we were at a normal class, you would be here, you would be maybe getting changed, etc, etc. So this is a good chance for me to get to know you, just in case I don't know everyone that's going to be taking part. So my name is Val. I normally, so when I mean normally, I mean my day job is that I'm normally rehabbing people that either have had a heart attack or a stroke, and for the last 16, 17 years I've predominantly worked with people who are going through a cancer situation, so either working in a prehab situation, which means I'm getting them ready for their treatment, or I'm normally working post-treatment. So I have launched a YouTube channel for people with long-term chronic illness, and then I got to thinking, well, considering that one of the lifestyle factors that does link long-term chronic illnesses is the lack of intensive exercise. So I thought, in the spirit of the lockdown and in the spirit of prevention and health promotion and enjoyment, I thought, why not get people a bit more active? So this is as easy as I can make it. So it's a free Facebook Live session. I've been running quite a lot of them recently, and they're becoming really, really well attended. So this is a total beginners and beginners session just now, and it's going to start sharp at 2:15. We're going to be exercising until 2:45. And tonight's session at 6:15 is a beginner / intermediate. So we're getting across the fitness ranges. So today's session, you would be better off if you could have some access to water. So I've got some water here. Some sort of fitness industry balance aid, otherwise known as a chair. And today I am going to be using some weights, so don't panic if you don't have anything. So you've got time to go to the kitchen and maybe get 2 tins of soup, 2 tins of beans, 2 matching ornaments, anything that has a little bit of weight to it, because in some of the exercises today we are looking at doing a little bit of sort of increasing your endurance, so making the muscles a little bit fitter, okay? And in order to do that, we do have to work them a little bit harder than they would maybe normally work in everyday life. And one of the ways to do that is to apply a little bit of a load, i.e. have something to lift and move it. And today you're going to be doing that with me to a little bit of music and hopefully having a rare old time. It's a crap day today, so there is time to go and get your friends and your family, because they might not be able to get outside for their exercise session because of the crappy weather. And at least they could be standing up in their living room. No one's going to see them apart from their own family or their pets. And they can join in. So let me just check the time. Yeah, we've got 1 minute before we start. So 1 minute, so make sure you've got water. We are going to be using some weights. Now it's not mandatory, okay, so if you can't access tins or something, don't worry about it, because this is the total beginner session. And it's starting in about 30 seconds at 2:15 sharp today. We're going to be working out for 30 minutes. So if you can get to the kitchen, make sure you've got maybe water. As I've been mentioning, you will need a trusted balance aid, otherwise known as a chair. And if you do have access to something weighted, I'll just come close and let you see, I've got some dumbbells. They're 2 kilograms, these ones, so it doesn't have to be weights as such. It can be, tins of beans, as I say, matching ornaments, etc, etc. But that, I'll imagine, is 2:15, so let's start. Great, so welcome to this dreary Monday actually, but hopefully we're not going to have a dreary session. It's 2:15 sharp. I do like to start sharp as if you were at a class. So you are at a class, so we're just going to do it as you would do. You're at the right place if you're a total beginner or a beginner or maybe just a bit fed up. Certainly exercise will lift the mood, so you're very, very welcome. Just as a reminder, it is a beginner session, so today there will be no jumping, okay? There won't be any jumping because if you're new to exercise for all sorts of reasons, you're certainly not wanting to be aggravating joints, tendons, muscles, those sorts of things. So no jumping in this beginner session. And I also want to be considerate to downstairs neighbours if you have them. So without any further ado, let's crack on. So make sure that the belly button is pulled in. You're trying to be long and lifted through here. I'm going to turn and let you see what I sort of mean. By this time of day, there's a good chance that maybe this is beginning to happen. So I'm wanting to get this pelvis into neutral, lifted, lifted, shoulders back, and then relax the face and smile because you did come here hopefully voluntarily. So step touch, this side, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So step touch, great, we're off. So we're just in our warm up, so it's for total beginners and beginners. Okay, so total beginners and beginners. So just nice and easy on the step touch. So we're going to limit the forward movement. So if you've been with me last week, you do enough sitting and you do enough walking. We want to open up these hips and the other movements. So 3, 2, 1, toes behind. So just take the toes behind. So we want to work the hips from all the other positions and angles that they allow us to do, instead of just walking forward and sitting. So tap this side, cool, great, and that's us off. So just keep tapping, side to side, and then let's add some arms. So just keep the elbows tucked in, keep the head and chest lifted, and just keep these bicep curls going. Now believe it or not, we're now working on a couple of different planes or a couple of different directions. We've got our legs going out to the side and we've got our arms coming up the front. So for total newbies, this could be a little bit too much coordination, but you know what, just stay with me. So single, single, now 2 on this side. Single, single, and 2. Single, single, and 2. Last one, single, single, and 2. So toes behind and push, push, push. So if you can't manage the hands and the feet, keep the hands down, but keep the legs going. If you can, stay here with me, get these arms out. Okay, so single, single, and double. Single, single, and double. Single, single, and double. Last one. Single, single, and double. Step touch. So just a little bit bigger steps if you can. And then roll the shoulders here. Just nice and easy, you're doing great, we're only on the warm up. Here, well done, just keep the steps nice and big. And then think about what that posture's doing. If it's begun to slump, straighten it all out and keep here. Nice and easy. Now pick up the march here, just march it out. Okay, so we don't use any Fitbits, or you might have one, but I don't. No Fitbits, no heart rate monitors. I use a self-assessment system called the Borg scale. If you've been training with me for the last week or two, you'll be familiar with it. If not, it's nice and easy. 1 to 10. 1 being you feel nothing, 10 being you're exhausted. For this session, I don't want any more than a 5. A 5 of your own intensity. Okay, so first exercise is this. It's a knee lift. So if you can join in, you can either hold on to your balance aid or keep it here. Okay, so both hands up and down. So if you can do this with me, do this, or hold on and just tap. You decide, okay? So let's go. Hands up and down, knees up. Keep the middle nice and tight, keep the head and chest lifted. Come on, you're doing great, keep it going. So on 3, on 2, on 1. So wide legs, just a bit wider than you would normally stand. Keep it all in, keep it all up, arms out, small circles. Keep them going. Start making bigger circles. Keep those legs nice and wide. Keep the belly button pulled in, head and chest lifted. Come on. Now take them back, small. So not just through the wrists, everybody. I can see this, not just through the wrists. Come on, big. I can't really see you, I promise. Just experience. Here, come on, all the way back. 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to hold it there. And then just pick up the march. This little area or section is called an active recovery. So we've done a couple of exercises. It's taken the heart rate up, and now we're just levelling off. And hopefully you're now feeling something's happening, a bit of heat, maybe a bit of breathlessness. But think about that Borg scale number, and I do like you to post what number you're getting at so that I can gauge the intensity of the group, because I want to progress you on. Knee lifts coming up. 3, 2, 1, let's go. On you go. On you go, knee lifts. On you go, knee lifts. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. Well done, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Well done, keep going. Come on, you're doing great. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Well done. Well done. On 3. On 2, on 1. Now, wide stance. So imagine you're here, one leg in front of the other. I'm going to turn side on so that you can see what we're doing. You can stay facing forwards, but you're a wide stance, okay? Middle nice and tight, chest lifted. Lean forward from the hips so the upper back stays nice and straight. Both hands down. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Come on, squeeze them. Squeeze them. Just working into the upper back, come on, squeeze. So great exercise if you're concerned about posture, for example. Really work into those upper back muscles. Now listen for the change. Hold, arms out. Down, squeeze those shoulder blades. Keep squeezing. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the arms, take them out. Squeeze those shoulder blades up, take them out. 2 to go, we can do this. Come on, out. Last one, up, out, and relax. Okay, and then just rest here. Okay, you're doing great. So we're going to use the weights. So whatever weights you've got, or you might not have to, you might not want to use any weights. That's fine. If you've got some weights, we're going to repeat that little exercise session. And we're going to use the weight, so enjoy the rest. But no knee lifts this time, we're going to do a change. Hamstring curls, you've got a few seconds. Let me just preview this. Okay, 3, 2, 1, everybody join with me. So, hamstring curls. Okay, now we're trying to avoid this. Knees are hinge joints and they really don't like too much twisting. So, keep the hamstring curls here. And hands down and then lift up, okay? So as the legs coming up, the elbows are coming just a little bit higher than the shoulders. And you shouldn't see the lower part of your leg. You shouldn't see the lower part of your leg. Good, keep it going. Keep it going. Well done, keep it going. Keep it going, well done. Keep it going. Keep it going. So on 3, keep it going on 2. Keep it going on 1. So if you can, get your weights, get into here, and then pull up. Good, and lift. Good, and lift. Good. Now if you've not got the weights, it doesn't matter. Make sure the middle's nice and tight. Come on, pull those back. Pull. Good, keep it going. You're doing great. Keep it going. Keep it going on 3. Keep it going on 2. Keep it going on 1. Come on, another one. Another one. Haha, fantastic. So put the weights down. If you're keeping the weights on the floor, so good lifting and bending action, you would want to bend and drop. If you're keeping them beside you, perhaps on a table, then Great. Okay, so just watch the lifting technique. So we are on an active recovery. We won't use the weights again for another couple of exercises. So keep moving. And remember, maybe not so much just now because hopefully you're busy with me, but at the end of the session you're going to post what number you get to on that Borg scale. So somewhere between, we are looking for you to be off of the beginner's level, so you should be maybe, or hopefully getting to a 3, 4, 5 of effort. Excuse me. Okay, so hands, toes wide. So 3, 2, 1, knee lift across the body. So the hands are coming down. Now if you've got some balance issues, you can hang on to the chair and just do a single arm and leg. It's all fine, or just even the leg. It's up to you. But if you can, stay here with me. So the knee is coming across. You're at a slight angle. Come on, you're doing great. Keep it going. Good. So 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're going to squat down. Okay? So you've got both feet facing forward and the hips are coming back and down. Okay? So you're going to push back, down, up and tuck under. So let me turn side on to let you see. You're going to push back, drop it down, come up, and you're going to finish that technique. Okay? So push, down, up and tuck under. Push, down, up and tuck under. So the knees stay behind the toes. Okay, so you're not pushing over and they're not coming in. So none of this, just up and down. Okay, you're doing great. Steady with those knees, don't let them come in and out. Okay, so none of this. Solid at the knees. It's the hips that are going back and doing all the work. Activating those quads. 3, 2, 1, and then step touch. So please feel free, have a drink. So on a Borg scale number for me just now, so I would say breath wise, I'm probably about a 4.5, certainly getting to that 5. And I don't mind going past that 5, but for new people and beginners, stick with a 5, okay? And if you keep letting me know what number you're getting to, then I can make sure that I'm going to help you either reach that or maintain that, but more importantly, how I help you get fitter, okay? So opposite side, 3, 2, 1. Now remember, you can hang on to the chair and do the opposite side hanging on, okay? So solid through the support leg. Come on, you're doing great. Keep it up. Now remember, you can keep hands down, just do knees. You can be hanging on to your chair, but you're doing great. Last 5 seconds, come on, you're doing fantastic. Come on, on 3, on 2, on 1. Now triceps, the backs of the arms, otherwise known as bingo wings. Okay, so you're back into that calf stretch stance. If I turn here, you're going to lean. Now keep high elbows. Now you don't have to, well, have a look and make sure you're doing it correctly. Once you're happy with it, if you just look at the ground, because it's much better for the head and the neck. So let me lead by example. So look down, keep the elbows high and kick them out. Now speed it up, come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic, so enjoy the active recovery. So again, not just now, but please at the end of the session, let me know what number you're getting on that Borg scale, because we want to give you that sensation of a change, and it is all these changes that help you become fitter. So just keep on that move. And let me just check how we're doing. Fantastic. So we're halfway through, everyone. You're doing fantastically well. So just keep that step touch moving. So as I said at the start, I'm really wanting you to work the legs coming behind and coming to the side, because you are doing a lot of sitting just now and a lot of walking forward, okay? So if nothing else, I want you to feel much looser around these hips. So this next exercise is a reverse lunge. So if I turn side on to let you see, so you're going to bring one leg back, and that may be as far as you can go. If you can come down, but this knee, I want it to stay behind the toes, so you're not doing that, okay? You bring your seat down as opposed to projecting forward, okay? Coming down. So I'm going to stay front on with you. Reverse lunges, so you've got the choice. It's either a step behind, a little movement, or a fuller movement. 3, 2, 1. So being steady with those knees, okay? So steady with the knee, don't let it move about. If you can help it, okay? Keep it nice and steady, and you can hang on. If you needn't hang on just now, that's all fine, okay? If you can stay here with me, you can stay here. Come on, you're doing really, really well. Good, nice and low, doing great. Well done. Nice and low. Good, nice and low. So 3, on 2, on 1. Now right into step back, side step. Step back, side step, step in, and then come forward. So big step back, side step, come in, step forward. Big step back, step, come in, come forward. Come on, big step back, step touch, come in and come forward. Come on, big step, step it in, walk it forward. Big step, step out. Big step in here. Cool, cool. Last one, come on, big step, step in, step here, and then step touch. So you're doing what we call an active recovery. So you can just, it doesn't have to be what I'm doing, just a little bit of dancing, just loosen it off. You know, just roll the shoulders. But you're doing great. We are going to pick up the weights this time, so I know you maybe thought we're going right to that other leg. Well, no. Remember, total beginners and beginners. Hopefully your heart rate's on the way up just now, so it's my job to try and keep it as safe and as beneficial as I can. So, we're going to pick up the weights. So if you've got your weights handy, or maybe if you don't, that's fine, and we're doing some bicep curls. The elbows are tucked in, and you're curling up. So you can either be here, or you can take the toes behind with me. Okay? Well done. Looking good, so all the way back. Now listen up for the change, please. So listen up for the change, so keep them down. Now just up to the middle, so say 90 degrees, and just hold. Keep the middle nice and tight, keep the head and chest lifted, smile. Now from there, just 90 degrees. Now you might find that it's difficult to do the feet and the arms. So if you need to stop the feet, that's fine, okay? Here. So 4, keep them tucked in, come on, 3, 2, 1. So rest the weights, enjoy your 30 seconds. So just hold it here, keep that middle nice and tight, keep the head and chest lifted. So we are going back to the reverse lunges now on the opposite leg, okay? So, just nice and easy, you're doing well. If you want to have a quick drink, have a quick drink. Just think about where you are for effort-wise. So reverse lunges, okay, so 3, 2, 1. So steady knee, so you can hold on. Okay, if you need to hold on, that's all fine. But if you can stay here with me, or if you're only needing to do this, if you can only be here, listen, it's all fine, you've got to start somewhere. But if you can, get into that full lunge, and technique, none of this, okay? Be really strict with that knee, keep it behind those toes and keep it steady. Well done. Middle nice and tight, head and chest lifted, always good technique. Come on, 3, 2, Now right into calf raises, up you go. So there's calf raises here again, you can hang on. So can you see, hopefully if I turn side on, as soon as my heels touch, I'm up. So I'm not coming down and I'm not doing any of this, okay? None of that, nope. Weights forward, as soon as the heels touch, you're maybe even getting a wee burn sensation in the calves, it's all normal. Keep going. If you need to stop, you need to stop, but if you can, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, so just move it about. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep the middle nice and tight though, so remember, pay attention to posture. Try not to let yourself come back to here, okay? So good technique, keep it in, keep it up. Believe it or not, this is a postural position that you really should be in all day. Okay, so you're doing great, everyone. So this is another weighted exercise. So, as if by magic, you're going to do 2 exercises at once. As you can see, I've already adopted a wide stance, and then turn the feet out as if you were doing, say, 10 to 2 on the clock or 5 to 1. And I'm going to ask that you push the bum back and drop, and that's what bends the knees, is the lowering here. Don't let the knees fall in, so you're not sitting like this. The knees are wide, aimed at the second toe. Weights down here, and you're going to be finishing in this position. Okay, so the quads are working, abs, back, believe it or not. 3, 2, 1, here, cool. So all the way up. All the way up. So the elbows are slightly higher than the shoulders, and you're trying not to do any twisty things with the wrists. Here. Okay, so you're trying to keep nice technique at the wrists. Keep the belly button pulled in, keep the head and chest lifted. Now if you can, drop the hips slightly. So now you're even lower. If you can't, just stay where you are. And for the last few seconds, drop again. So 3, 2, 1, stand up, drop the weights. Right back into your calf raises. Now this time, hands up. So as soon as those heels touch, you're getting right back up. Okay, so push, 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 keep the middle nice and tight, head and chest lifted. So try and not be leaning over to one leg. Leaning over, you want this middle nice and straight all the way up. Keep pushing, come on, you're doing great. Rest is coming up on 3, 2, 1, but keep moving on the rest. Keep the middle nice and tight, keep the head and chest lifted. Come on, you're doing great. How are you doing? Fantastic. Come on, you're doing really, really well. Keep the head and chest lifted. Another exercise with the weights, okay? So, whatever your weights are, but feet are together this time, and let me preview. So you're here, 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 and then down, okay? Exactly. So, upright row, ready for shoulder press, down, forward and relax. So 3, 2, 1. So nice and steady, then through the shoulders, push up, come down. Now don't jerk anything, nice and controlled, and then right back into it. So here, 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 and then here. Okay, so up, here, press. I'm going to turn side on so you can see, and you're trying to get that in line with the ears. Okay, so in line with the ears. So none of this. Okay, up, in line with the ears. Doing great. Last one. Weights down, good technique, ever how you're putting them. So remember, down on the floor, you drop down or you're placing. Toes behind though. And then if you can, just keep it a little bit quicker. We're just going to change this halfway through. So just pushing it back, push, hands down. Let's go, push. Now, as if you were jogging, come on with me. I'll just turn, let you see, you stay facing the front, heels are up and down, and you're slightly bent over from here. Now straighten up, hands up to the roof. back to toes behind. Okay, back to toes behind. Nearly there. Okay, so now we're going to start to bring the heart rate down. So just keeping this quite big movement just now. Just keeping it. Good. Now feet together this time. On you come. And if you can, straighten up. Point the hands up to the roof. Bend again through here, back here. That's it. Get the heels up and down off the floor. Then bring the hips forward, up. I want you to push those hips back. So everything through those hips, okay, bring them forward. Hands pointing up to the roof. Okay, so hands out in front. We're going to bring this heart rate down. Toes behind, okay, so toes behind. Well done, toes behind, tap to the side, here. Elbows out to the side as well, good. Just keep them tapping to the side. Just bringing that heart rate down, okay? So single, single, double. Okay, give me a 2 now. Well done, so single, single and double. Looking good. Single, single and double. Last one, single, single, double. So toes behind and then just push sort of 45 degrees. So we're keeping the big muscles moving, we're keeping the legs moving. We're bringing the hands or the arms progressively lower so they're under the heart. So we get the heart to work slightly less, but not coming down too quickly, hence big legs, as in big leg movements. Okay, so step touch, now bring the hips through, so straighten all this up. Keep the shoulders moving. Well done. March it here, big march. Step touch this side, let's go, here. Chest press, pushing down. Well done. Now heel digs to the front, so heel digs. I'm going to turn side on, so if you stay facing me, let me turn round. Okay, just heel digs. So you're going to leave one heel out, middle nice and tight, chest lifted, push the hips behind, trying to keep us straight back. You can either hold on to your chair or your own leg. And this area here, you're looking for a bit of a stretch. Okay, so try and not curl. We don't want to be good to the hamstrings by stretching it and then creating a dowager's hump. Okay, so push the chest, keep the back straight. So the other leg, turn round, let me turn just so you can all see. Here, push the hips behind, middle nice and tight, chest lifted. Remember, it stops the curve. Stretch into the hamstrings, so from the knee up under the butt cheek, stretching these hamstrings. Okay, so we're going to stretch these calves. Okay, so they did a bit of work today. So you've got wide legs. Bring one leg forward, but don't come in because you'll feel that your balance is off. Keeping it wide. Let me come back. Now I'm going to turn side on so you can see. So keep this back leg pushed to the floor. So there's no need to be over here or forward. You can keep this middle nice and tight. Keep it upright so there's no stress anywhere on the body. The knees behind the toe and you're pushing this heel down into the ground to stretch that calf. So from there, change legs, but remember, keep the stance wide. Well done everybody, you're doing great. Keep that middle nice and tight, keep the head and chest lifted. And then, so if you stand up, I'll stay side on, both hands behind the back, lift the chest and push. And then relax. So let me just come front on, and then I'm going to ask that you just have a little seat on your horse that's suddenly appeared. So the bum went back and hips are down, the knees are behind the toes, but you've got one arm up. Come on with me and just do a side bend so you can support the leg. And just for beginners, let's just stay at sort of 45 degrees. If you feel that you've got a little bit of bend, then please go as far as you like, but I'm going to stay here so that I can demonstrate. But don't stand up, keep low, so you're still working those legs. Transfer the weight and then up. Great, hands down. From here, push forward, stand up, walk the feet in. Both feet facing forward, middle nice and tight, head and chest lifted. Roll back and then figure of 8. So thanks very much for joining. So this has been the beginners, total beginners and beginners. Tonight is beginners intermediate. However, if you're wanting some more sessions, I've got a group that I'm providing some exercise in, and the group is called A Date with Your Little Black Dress Group. So that's A Date with Your Little Black Dress Group. Come as a member, it's free, and then I'm going to be putting other exercise sessions in there and hearing from you what exercise sessions you would like. So, but thank you very much for today. Please give yourself a massive round of applause. And for the beginners intermediate, I'll see them tonight at 6:15. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.